Hi everyone. I've received some messages about how to make these rarefaction plots for lab one, your post lab. So I figured I would just make a quick tutorial again on how to do these super simply in Excel. Just a quick reminder, this is the layout of the spreadsheet they're going to be working with. Depending on what section you're in, you're either going to have 4 or 6 of these groups on top, and there's going to be 3 communities. So each of these groups is going to be colored based on the community that they were sampling. And so to get started with these plots, essentially what we want to do is say we're working with groups A and B, and we're trying to make a rarefaction plot for the tropical understory community. What we would do is we would highlight the 2 columns associated with group A. We would go to our top tab here in Excel, and then we go insert, and we would choose this scatter with the smooth lines. And so that's fairly simple. That gets us started really easily. And then what we want to do here is you might notice that these axes are kind of oriented improperly. So we have our number of individuals on the y-axis and number of species on the x-axis. We kind of want that flipped around. So we're going to go here and we're going to change that super easily. We go to select data, and then here for our x values, we're going to redefine those as our number of individuals. So once again, we go ahead and select those columns. And then for our y values, we're going to define that as the number of species. We're also going to assign our series and name so that it shows up in our legend once we add our second group. And so that's done for the first group that's going to be included in this plot. So that's going to represent one of the curves that we see. And then if we click on this little plus sign here, that allows us to add a second series, essentially. This is going to represent our group B. And then same thing, we're going to define what we want our x and our y values to be. So again, x values representing number of individuals, and then y values representing number of species. And so once we do that, we have these really nice rarefaction plots, which are easy for us to interpret. What we can do then is we can go ahead and we can do things like add legends. Let's see. We can add a legend to our right, and we have 2 groups listed there. We can add all the chart elements that we want, like axes, titles, and everything. We can name, of course, we want to give our chart an appropriate title, and so let's just call it Tropical Understory, since this is the community that this is supposed to represent. And then again, our x-axis is representing number of individuals taken straight from the column name of that spreadsheet. And our y-axis is representing number of species. So yeah, this is basically all that you need to do. Depending on whether you have 2 or 3 communities, you're going to either repeat this once or you're going to repeat this twice for your other communities. But yeah, this is essentially what you're going to be turning in. Again, send these to me virtually or print them out and staple them to your post lab for next week. I hope this helps. And once again, email me if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to provide any additional assistance as needed.